Red Bull gives you wings.
Why don't you let me fix you some of this new Mococo drink? All natural cocoa beans from the upper slopes of Mountain Nicaragua, no artificial sweeteners.
What the hell are you talking about?
Let me wake you up. You're not buying products. You're buying identity. Why? To show that you are a worthy person. Every time you buy an iPhone or a pre-owned sports car, you're not owning status, you're renting it. And the rent? It's paid with your time, your attention, and your self-worth. Today's world hits different. You wake up, the first thing you do is grab your phone, check out the notifications. Notifications are drowned with ads, the latest iPhone, Nikes, and so on. Oh, and there is this Black Friday sale. You want them so bad. But do you? Of course you do. But who's really pulling the strings here? It's not algorithms. It's people influencing people. And they, which I'll reveal later, profit while you chase an illusion. This isn't just shopping. It's a trap. A consumerism trap. A system designed to feed on your insecurities and keep you hooked. By the end of this, you'll understand how deep this manipulation goes and why the biggest product being sold is you. I have a genuine question for you. Have you ever made a sudden purchase and felt a wave of regret soon after? I have, and I'm sure you have too. I remember buying a new phone, feeling excited about it, until I showed it to my friends. Within seconds they pointed out flaws. The screen wasn't LED, the speaker quality wasn't great, and so on. That brief moment of happiness vanished, replaced by a sense of emptiness. It's moments like these that push us deeper into the cycle of consumerism, always chasing something better to fill the void. Consumerism isn't just about buying stuff. It's a cultural system that equates happiness and success with owning more things, often things we don't really need. It's a cycle of constant craving, buying, and upgrading that feels endless. It hasn't slowed down, it's just gotten smarter. You might not even realize you're trapped in it, but that's the point. Let's break it down, the 5 core pillars of consumerism that shapes how we should act to stay relevant. First, the experiences. You're told happiness comes from doing more, going out, living it up. Today, joy is sold as a product. Concerts, clubs, luxury dining, not memories, just spending to feel something. Second, social pressure. You skip the event, and suddenly you feel out of place. You're not buying just to enjoy, you're buying to belong. Third, selling the brand. The base product isn't enough anymore. There's always a pro version, a premium seat, a VIP pass, and you start to believe that's what you need. Fourth, targeting you. You think you made the choice, but did you? You searched once, and now the ad follows you across every screen. It's not coincidence, it's surveillance dressed as convenience. And finally, consuming your credit. Think this. When debt became normal, they don't want you to save. They want you to borrow, to spend, to owe, because the system profits when you don't. These are distractions, tools to keep you chasing a moving target of fulfillment that never arrives. Consumerism, like a siren, promises satisfaction but delivers emptiness. And that emptiness? It's where the algorithms come in. Algorithms are the engines behind your feed. They watch what you click, what you linger on, and even how long you pause over a post. Then, they serve you content designed to keep you hooked, and ultimately, to get you to buy. Let's rewind a bit and look at how we got here. The propaganda machine kicked off in the 1920s. Edward Bernays, the man who actually shaped the modern world. While his uncle Freud explored the depths of the unconscious mind, Bernays took those insights and used them to manipulate masses, invent public relations, and create the consumer culture we live in today. His philosophy is simple: don't sell necessities, sell desires. From making women smoke cigarettes as liberation to selling bacon as a doctor-approved tradition, Bernays turned manipulation into marketing.
When I came back to the United States, I decided that if you could use propaganda for war, you could certainly use it for peace. And propaganda got to be a bad word because of the Germans using it. So what I did was to try to find some other words. So we found the word counsel on public relations.
His generational idea thrived into what we see today. Television and radio ads repeated messages to create fake needs. Supermarkets placed essentials in the back so you'd walk past impulse buys. Lighting, music, even smell, all designed to make you spend more. Buy now, pay later credit systems made spending feel painless. Magazines sold complete lifestyles that needed constant purchases to maintain. Products were made to break or go out of style fast. And social pressure, keeping up with the Joneses, turned status into a competition. It's the same psychological manipulation as today's algorithms. Only back then, it came from mass media instead of your data. The goal was never to improve your life. It was to keep you buying, over and over again. Today, the manipulation just got smarter. Every click, pause, and scroll feeds algorithms that know your desires better than you do. Ads aren't broadcast, they're laser-targeted to your fears, insecurities, and late-night cravings. Frictionless payment systems like Apple Pay and BNPL make buying feel effortless. Products still promise identity, but now through influencer culture, aesthetic, branding, and tribal communities. Fast fashion moves at the speed of TikTok trends. Your feed is a dopamine trap designed to keep you hooked and shopping. You're not just a customer anymore, you're a test subject in a live A or B experiment. Old media told you what to want. New media learns who you are and sells it back to you. Consumerism isn't growing, it's consuming your time, your money, your mind. But who designed these algorithms, and why? Today, algorithms were created by tech companies driven by one goal: profit.
$1 billion.
Your attention is their currency. Your data is their gold mine. Yes, tech companies, advertisers, insurers, even political campaigns all buy from a group of people, the data brokers. Okay, speaking of data, how do they get your data? You didn't share any. This is what you might think, and guess what? You're wrong. You gave it to them from the apps you use when you accept the terms and conditions, the cookies, or it can be from every online purchase and loyalty program you sign up for. From your scrolls, likes, and searches across social media, and so on. And yes, even from public records like property or voter data, your data will be collected. A simple question everyone might ask is, are these legal? And the answer is, yes. They don't need to steal your data. You're giving it away, legally. Data collection actually helps improve the apps and services you use, delivers personalized ads you might actually care about, and can aid in catching fraud, enhancing safety, and tailoring healthcare. Yet the difference between benefit and harm is often unclear. Behind every targeted ad, corporate execs, data brokers, algorithm engineers, and investors feeding off your insecurities. They need three things from you: your attention, your data, and your money. The longer you scroll, the more they learn what makes you tick. The more you feel not enough, the easier you are to sell. Why? Because as long as you keep chasing the next upgrade or trend, they keep printing cash. That constant cycle of desire fuels entire industries, jobs, GDP growth, global brands. When a product is designed to break down quickly or go out of style fast, you're forced to replace it, again and again. That's called planned obsolescence, and it keeps factories running, supply chains moving, and retail employees working. Every new phone, pair of shoes, or skincare serum you buy feeds a network of jobs, logistics, and marketing teams. It's not broken, it's by design. Consumer spending is also the lifeblood of modern economies. In countries like the US, more than 70% of GDP comes from people buying stuff. That spending fuels retail, advertising, manufacturing, banking, basically everything. Your need for the term latest supports millions of jobs across the globe. In terms of efficiency, e-commerce and social media gave their utmost strength. They made the perfect ad at the perfect time, when you're bored, tired, or feeling insecure. But it also leaves you anxious, exhausted, and empty. You're trading real freedom for a hollow promise. Buy this, and you'll be complete. Hollywood, big tech, fast fashion, they've sold the idea that owning more equals being more. Now we've built a system where economic success depends on psychological instability and environmental destruction. It's not just your bank account taking a hit. Consumerism fuels waste, environmental destruction, and social inequality. The constant demand for new products means more resources extracted, more pollution, and more people left behind. Fashion alone dumps 92 million tons of waste yearly, most of it burned or buried. And it doesn't stop with clothes. Our old phones, laptops, and gadgets? In 2025, e-waste will hit 347 million tons, and most of it won't even be recycled. Over 30% of online orders are returned, and many of those returns aren't restocked, they're trashed. On a social level, developing countries often bear the brunt of this production cycle. Factories in low-wage nations run 24/7, where workers might make a few dollars a day assembling electronics or sewing garments. Meanwhile, Western consumers rarely see the human cost behind that low price tag. Lesson: the rich get richer and the poor gets poorer. The game is rigged. But the game is not tough. Of course, there are solutions to combat these unethical practices.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club.
You are the player. This is a game, and you know the game. Awareness is the start. Question every purchase. Is it need or manipulation? Unfollow the wrong influencers and brands. Focus on repairing and reusing what you have. Influence these to the people following you. Find your worth beyond possessions. To consume something that gives value, spend wisely on lasting memories. Whether it's a meaningful trip, a skill-building course, or a special family dinner, not on flashy gadgets or trendy fashion. These moments and investments shape who you are and stay with you long after the purchase is forgotten. If you have extra money, invest it in things that truly add value: education, charitable causes, quality tools for your passions, new experiences, or moments shared with loved ones. These moments create memories where modern consumerism and materialism often fail. While individual actions matter, lasting change depends on transforming the bigger system that drives consumerism. Understanding needs versus wants can change how we handle money. In Brazil, finance classes help reduce high-cost credit use by 14%, showing how education can cut debt and improve financial health. In Europe, the EU fines companies up to 4% of their revenue for privacy breaches, and now demands transparency on how social media feeds are manipulated. This pushes tech companies to be more accountable. France fights planned obsolescence with its repairability index, rating how easy products are to fix, encouraging longer-lasting goods. Toronto's Library of Things lets people borrow tools and gear instead of buying, saving members hundreds and reducing waste. Finally, there's a push to tax harmful practices like waste and predatory ads, while rewarding durability and responsibility, shaping a fairer, more sustainable economy. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Spending money isn't the problem, spending without purpose is. If you're from a middle-class background, avoid buying things that make you look rich, but keep you financially stuck. Spend more if you truly have more, whether it's on supercars, watches, or quality essentials. Just don't let consumerism take control of your mind. If this video opened your eyes, please like and subscribe for more deep dives. And if you have any insights or wisdom to share, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching.